All right, now award-winning jazz musician SY Ntuli has released his brand new offering titled Ibuya, marking his return to the music industry after working as a director of performing arts at the Arts Center at the University of Fort Hare for 5 years. The new album is a fusion of Zulu music and jazz. His album has already been playlisted in many big radio stations. He has also made a name for himself in the music industry by also nurturing and building musical talent in the Eastern Cape. He now joins us in studio to tell us more about his new music. Baba SY Ntuli, a very good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Sphere, and the viewers at home, the whole team of Morning Live. Thanks for having me.
Now, your new album, Ibuya, marks your return to the music industry. Was it a conscious decision to make a comeback after a long gap of 5 years?
Yes, it was. And even the title, Ibuya, kind of give an idea that this person is coming back in an industry. As you said earlier, I had to take a break and I was working as a director of the Performing Arts Center at the University of Fort Hare, and also involved in the development of artists in the Eastern Cape. But I'm happy that finally I have released that album, and for the first time I'm focusing in music. I'm not working anywhere now. I'm just focusing in doing the music.
So you quit all your jobs and focus full-time on music. That's a giant leap of faith.
It is a leap of faith. I trust God because I feel that I have never done it. When I released my first album that won the award, I was working. When I released my second album, which did very well, I was working. So this is the first album and the only album so far where I'm going to focus in promoting it.
So your music is basically a fusion of jazz and Zulu music. Take us through that. I mean, how would you describe your sound?
I describe my sound as it's more like jazz/world music, because as you said, it fuses the elements of traditional Zulu music. If you listen to it, you can hear the influences of Jabu, the late Jabu Kanyile, the influences of Mambusi Mhlongo. You can hear the influences of Baba Themba Mkhize, and you can hear the influences. There's a song called Hamba Njalo, the influence of Black Mambazo, and then I fuse that with strong elements of jazz in it. Yeah.
Who have you worked with on this project?
Yeah, that's a very exciting thing because I worked mainly with my previous music students. I've been a music educator since '95, you know, and I worked with Vuyo Manyike, who also produced Amanda Black. I guess a lot of people will know that album. He also produces Java. So I worked with that young man who is highly talented on guitars and bass. I worked with a brilliant pianist, a young man called Sizwe Mashinini. And then on the drums, I worked with Ngobi Mazibuko. And then I worked with Cindy Ibuya, who is a great vocalist. And then Mandla Mlangeni also, who is a great trumpet player. So that was the team. It was fantastic to work with these guys. Yeah. And it's amazing to see how they have grown, because most of them, except for Mandla, are music students that I taught when I was teaching at Central Johannesburg College. I have seen them grow, and earlier on I think you mentioned some of the artists that I have taught, the likes of Jazil Brothers, Ipogazi, Kwela Tebza, the late Lebo Matosa. So for me, education is part of my journey, and that's why next month I have a pleasure to announce that I will be launching my music and film academy.
Wow.
So I'm really following what God says I need to do. I believe that this is where I belong, not only for myself as an artist, but also to contribute in developing other artists.
It does help following your dreams. And off camera, before we started this interview, you were telling me that you've been selected to represent South Africa at the SXSW International Music and Film Festival, film conference rather, in the United States.
Yes.
From the 9th, I understand, to the 20th of March.
Yes. I'm very excited as Pio about that. Because I think for me, I can say it's just the reward from God of the talent that I have. And it's a great thing that I've just released the album. This album is not even 3 months old, but already God is showing that we're gonna take it to the next level. I got an invitation to represent South Africa at the South by South, but not only to represent South Africa, I will also be performing at the Sahara Lounge. So if you are in the United States, you can check me out on the 17th of next month at Sahara Lounge. We're starting at 8:30.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And where can you get hold of your album?
If people want to buy my album, it's available at all Jet Music stores nationwide. It is also available online. You can check CD Baby, you can check iTunes, you can check Amazon, Spotify, Shazam, Google Play, like all the biggest online stores.
Right.
It's available there. And also people can order direct, so they can contact us, the company SY Music, so they can just Google SY Music, or they can follow me on Twitter and Facebook, SY Ntuli, spelled as SY, and then inbox me, and then I can direct them where they can get an album.
All right. So I keep on inspiring us through your music. We
Thank
really
you
love
so
your music.
much.
Thank
And
you so much
I
for your time.
appreciate the opportunity, and thank you so much for having me, and thank you to the listeners and viewers at home.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
God bless.
That was SY Ntuli talking to us about his new album, Ibuya. Let's go for an ad break now.